So here's what we know about subtropical storm Nicole. Over the course of today, we'll likely be able to drop that subcategory as the convection is starting to locate itself around the center. The storm evolving and becoming more tropical, and that was in the forecast as it heads towards the Bahamas and the east coast of the state. Now, overnight, the redevelopment of this low as it evolved has gone a little farther to the north, and that has implications here on the forecast track. So the advisory came in at 4 o'clock this morning, and you can see that movement still northwest at 8. Winds at 45, gusting at 60, and the forecast track has shifted a little farther to the north. The center of that forecast track is now up around Indian River and just on the southern part of Brevard County as it moves on shore. Any movement north, if this trend continues, that's going to lessen even more the impacts for southwest Florida, even though we are now under a tropical storm watch for most of southwest Florida except Collier County. What that watch means is that tropical storm conditions are possible here within the next 48 hours. So this trend is something we'll watch as it's still forecast to become a hurricane just off the Florida East Coast before moving off towards the north. And a little closer look at that track. Again, you can see that Category 1 right there on the East Coast. I want to show you the wind field here, a very large wind field, especially on the north side. That's typical of a subtropical system as it evolves into a pure tropical one. And you can see from Jacksonville all the way down through West Palm Beach, Wednesday afternoon, we will start to see the onset of tropical storm force winds at its closest approach before it starts that turn north. You can see that tropical storm force wind core there. Highlands County, Glades, Hendry, Charlotte north through Sarasota and DeSoto County. That's why those counties are under that tropical storm watch. As it lifts north, it will take the winds along with it. So that's why we have to watch the north-south component of this track. If that high pressure ridge strengthens and sends it back to the south, we will be more of us under those tropical storm force winds. GFS and European models in pretty good agreement still this morning of a landfall after midnight Thursday, and then lifting the storm north as it gets a hold of a cold front. And I want to show you a radar representation of what this storm looks like. This is our in-house computer model, and you can see that turn to the north right there at the end, taking the worst of the weather out of here there on Friday.